What's up, y'all? Coming back with another hit with me. Today we're going to do a session focused on adjustability. And so with that, we're going to focus our tee and soft toss routine that work mostly on stability, really getting in the ground, anchored, stable with our base. Because with a more stable base, that allows us to be more adjustable in the zone. So the first drill we're going to do is off the tee, and then also too, we're going to be me and Brandon both hitting. We're going to do our little hitting session today together. And so first round is going to be yoga blocks with my regular bat, low and away tee. So just going to set up the yoga blocks from launch. I'm going to do a little closed off. That's where I'd stride to. Here from launch, like I said, regular bat, low and away tee, and toss me the ball. Appreciate it. Yeah, and the main focus here is really just staying on the blocks, not trying to crush it, just trying to stay on the blocks, be anchored, be stuck in the ground here. It don't matter. So I just moved that tee a little bit more off the plate. I really want to challenge my direction here again, being adjustable. I want to be able to cover as much of the plate as possible with some of the angles that I create here, and that tends to be something that I lose is my direction. So just scooting it off the plate, really working on that. Couple more. One more with the regular bat, and we're gonna go short bat. Thanks, sir. So now, again here, it's gonna be a little bit easier with my regular bat. The short bat's really gonna challenge my posture, and again, my posture is me being able to cover this low pitch, again, being able to be adjustable up and down in the zone as well as in to out. And so, gonna go short bat here. Birdman bat. This is a weight of a game bat, but we use it with two hands here. Can hit off soft toss, BP, anything like that. So again, just challenging posture, adjustability down in the zone here. Ooh. My leg's toast, boy. You gonna get it though? Oh, what you got on that hub? What you got on that hub? What you got on that? That boy. Last one. Unless it sucks. Oh, that back knee wants to go today, boy. Oh, you, my dude. So again, just gonna do the same drills with him. He's gonna kind of copy my routine here, really working on being stable, allowing us to be adjustable later in our session as we go into more of changing pitch locations, up, down, left, right, allowing him to be more adjustable. So he's gonna go yoga blocks. You can keep your shoes on, take them off, whatever you want. Regular bat, short bat. Mm-hmm. Oh, the athletes were working, boy. The athletes were working, boy. One thing you hitting the ball that ain't moving. Whatever you want to go short bat, something like that. like that one, huh? Good. Cool. We'll switch. Yeah, you can kick them off. That's good there. Okay. Cool. So now I'm gonna go from launch. I'm gonna go a band around my knees, right above my knees actually here. And I just wanna go from launch, and I really wanna work on keeping this band apart. Something I like to do, as you saw in some of the yoga block swings, was my back knee would like to drive in like this. And sometimes when I do that, you see how my hips open up really early. And like I mentioned, can affect my direction, which makes me less adjustable, right, to that pitch outside. I really have to throw my hands out for that pitch. I can't drive that ball. So I'm gonna go band around the knees here just from launch and really work on loading my hips away from this leg and keeping this band stretched to help with my direction, allow me to create this space in that direction to work in to out on the ball. Oh boy, love to bounce. My arms, boy. They are mobile like you. Just a couple more. From here, sometimes too, these are a good drill to do to really feel my glutes getting activated. Again, working on the stability with my pelvis, my core, all that, get that all engaged. But it can be something that gets the legs tired pretty quick, so making sure you don't overdo this drill as well. Oh, tough cookies. All good. All good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, yo. Still keep your front knee out. Better. What'd you feel there? Yeah, I'm gonna say something. So basically what I just told him too, is I wasn't on camera, was to keep this front knee out. And so the swing before that, as he loaded, that front knee started coming in a little bit. And so I wanted to try to keep him out. And where I saw it was when he went to swing, he looked like he almost stayed on his backside. And there was still pressure, and he still had his foot in the ground here with his front foot. But it didn't look like it engaged and really grabbed the ground. And so we talk about being anchored and being stable with the base, but a lot of people will just do it with their backside, worry about being anchored with the backside. We also want to be anchored with this front side and be screwed into the ground with the front side, so we have something to work into as we rotate. And so sometimes he'll get locked down or too anchored, as some people would say, with the backside, and just rotate from that back hip, where his back knee dives in and this front leg locks out. And that causes him to get a little like barrel dump, dropping the hands steep, where he's working really down and then back up really steep through the ball, rather than keeping that flat barrel path through the zone and holding posture. On you. Front knee again. Front knee again. Closer. So now we're going to go band around knees again, but on farm boards. And so really gonna get my glutes to fire. Only gonna do a few swings with the band around the knees and the boards. And then we're gonna go no band with just boards. And then we're gonna go to front toss here. Again, challenge instability by making the surface unstable with the boards, a little bit slick. And then we're gonna add the band around the knees to really get my glutes to fire, create that stability with my pelvis here, my lower half. My boy Tank making an appearance. Come here, buddy. The dude loves to hit, or at least act like it. Oh boy. Just one more with the band, then we're gonna go no band, just boards. My legs turn, boy. There you go. Toss the band back. Huh? Now on this, I'm really gonna try to create that same feel like I had the band around my knees, try to get my glutes activated and stay stuck in the ground here and not let my feet do this, where I'm pushing out here with the boards. Try to keep them stuck in the ground. Stuck that. Okay, one more on the boards, then we're gonna go to front toss here and probably just do a condensed version of all that as well. Oh, a little push, give me one more. What I mean by push with the backside is got long out this way and the board went back towards the catcher. Again, not as stable, and so what that looks like if I was to take a normal swing would be, right, or on the ground, like that. See how my hips are already opened up, my chest is already open, my barrel's dragging like this, not a very athletic or adjustable position. Switcheroonie. Cool, so now we're going for front toss, a very condensed version of what we already did. Again, just trying to get stable with our base, our pelvis, our core, really get that all feeling stable, under control, brace, balance, whatever terminology you want to give for it, so then I can be adjustable when we get later in the session and we go closer to live or our game swing, which we'll still do from front toss here, but for you guys can go to BP in this sense, or machine, something along those lines. And so I'm gonna start with yoga blocks, short back, kind of like we started off. And again, just a condensed version, 3 to 5 swings of each, then move on. Oh, stay on, baby. Cool. Now I'm going to do a couple regular bat yoga blocks. Oh, and take the yoga blocks out, throw the band on. Oh, back yank. Again, really trying to emulate the same feels with the yoga blocks being stuck in the ground, being anchored here with my base. Didn't do a very good job on that one. So I'm gonna do one more with the band here. Really feel myself getting screwed into the ground and heavy in the ground with my feet here. Okay, so now we're gonna go, almost slipped up. band double boards. And throw double boards down. Keep the band around my legs here. Just a couple here. Same thing. Be stable. Try to hold the ground. Don't let the instability of the boards affect it. And so another thing you'll notice too is after my swing, sometimes I try to hold it, especially on the boards, because when I get to that end range where I get extended with my hip, I get rotated into this front hip, my body doesn't want to be in those positions at times. They want to come out of those positions. And so I really want to hold the finish and practice being stable, because that's where I'm going to get in game. That's where I'm going to get when I'm swinging those end ranges. I'm not just going to swing here. You can be stable there, that's great. That's part of the process, right? But I need to be able to be stable at my end ranges too as I rotate into this front hip. This back hip gets extended. I am in posture, I am in a hinge, side bend, all those things. So holding that finish too sometimes can be a good tool to use, pretty easy to do to really challenge stability and work on it. Okay, last couple, no band, double board. Oh, Pushy McPusherson. The legs are tired, boy. Oh boy, they wake. One more. My cue here is to not let the boards move on this one. I'm feeling a little bit of a push and they're getting a lot of movement here. I just want to be stuck in the ground, be anchored, try not to let the boards move, and if they do naturally, that's okay, but I don't want to try to move the boards and manipulate them. That's better, a lot tighter, a lot more stable and control. And it's about chest high. Not bad. Just as many swings as you want. You can hop off whenever. Go boards with the band.
I know I'm doing it. I'm curious. Will those translate or is that just like
A little loopy. Yeah, but that's when your front knee, and you, instead of into this leg. That was better. Whenever you're good off the band. All right, now finally this last round, I'm gonna have a mix in regular and then some like little bit slider, almost like a change-up looper as well. And this first round, I'm gonna set my speed to the fastball. So if he tosses a regular, I'm gonna swing. If he tosses a looper, I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna do that for 5 to 10 swings, step out, reset, take a break. Then I'm gonna change, just as if like in a game, if you have the tendencies and a pitcher is really going to an off-speed pitch early, you know, 1-1 count, you know what you're gonna get. Rather than taking the get me over curve, you can go up there and hunt it. And so that next round, I'm gonna hunt the looper, take the fastball, because that's not what I'm sitting on. And then the last round that I'm gonna do is going to be like a 2-strike approach. So for me, I'm gonna set my timing accordingly, and then I'm gonna be able to try to be adjustable. And so sometimes that may be fastball, adjust curve. Sometimes people may have to think curve, adjust fastball. You know, that one's a little untraditional, but it is another 2-strike approach that some people will tend to use. And so that's gonna be the last round here. And so yeah, let's do it. So first round, again, just mix in fastball, loop, and I'm setting my timing to the fastball. And another thing with this drill too that could be really important is using the takes as a feel for what you did in that forward move, or that not swing, but that dry swing in a sense. So for example, that one, I felt myself really get heavy onto my front side and get here, rather than stay balanced, stay 50-50, stay in between my feet. And so using takes can be a really valuable tool. Rather than just taking it and moving on, use that take to feel what you just did and make an adjustment. And so for me feeling that, I really want to feel myself in this back hip loaded and have some tension back here. So when I get forward, I'm not lunging, getting into this unadjustable position. So I have the ability to cover the different parts of the plate that I like and different speeds that I like. Because if I get heavy, I get out on my front, I'm really cheating to a pitch. And now, you know, I'm set to whatever speed I'm set to, and then anything differently, I'm not gonna be in a good position to be adjustable and hit anything else. And so I am hunting fastball, but I do want to be in a position that allows me, one, consistency to the same position, so I just have to change what I'm hunting, and then two, so I can cover multiple speeds, multiple locations when need be. So now let's do this round. I'm going to set my timing, or I'm going to set my, I'm going to hunt the off speed, and then if it's a fastball, I'm going to take it. Again here, a lot of people will be, I don't know, skeptical of taking a fastball. But if you have pitching tendencies and you go up there and, you know, 75–80% of the time a pitcher's changeup, curveball, slider, whatever they throw 1-1 count, and you know what's coming, it can be a good approach for you to go up there and hunt whatever you know is going to come, right? And so if he throws a fastball, sometimes it's best to tip your cap because the odds of him throwing that are so slim. And if he throws a first strike, you know, you have a good 2-strike approach ideally, and you're able to fight at that point. But you're hunting what you're most likely going to get, and give yourself a better chance of driving something with the expectation of where it's going to be, the location, what type of pitch you're going to get. Give yourself a better chance to get your best move off. So this time I'm going to hunt the slower one and take the fastball for a few. Hooked that one a little bit. Really going to feel myself in that backside, this swing, this forward move. Okay, now these next few, I'm going to set my time in particular to the fastball, and then if he throws a looper or a little bit slower, my forward move and the position that I'm getting to, my launch position, is going to allow me to be able to cover multiple positions. If I get lungy, jumpy, spinny, I'm going to have a really tough time staying through the middle or driving that pitch with any type of authority. I'm going to start top spinning, I'm going to cap them and flare them, you know, all those ball results we don't want to get. So I'm going to hunt fastball, and if he throws something loopy, it is 2 strikes, so I'm still going to try to cover the plate. But this is just an easier way in front toss to continue to work adjustability as well, to try to emulate something closer to game. If you don't have the ability to see BP, machine, or whatever, you just go hit with your friends or something like that. So. Holy spin. Oh boy, can't figure it out. So 2 more. Another thing that can be big with adjustability is we're very stable because the drills that we did, working on a lot of stability. So 1, reminding yourself of what you worked on and continuing to do those, and so you can step out and do a feel my feet in the ground as I swing. Feel that stability, me being anchored and screwed into the ground as well. And so that, and then the spacing that you create because of that stability, because if I get jumpy, I lose a lot of spacing here. And so really focus on that stability being anchored so I can maintain that space, so I have the ability to be adjustable as well. Cool. All right. So that's it for the hit with me. We started with some tee work, really focused on the stability component of the swing. And so the reasoning for that too is we're going to build up, work up to the point where we're getting, this was front toss, but in this sense, you guys can go BP machine, something along those lines, right? And so giving you guys a routine, right? So I can go on the tee, I can do some soft toss, and then as I get to BP, give you guys something to build up to, to allow you to have a routine all the way up, to build up to game time. It's not just something that you can do on the off days too. And so this is something that personally it helps me, is when I felt like I wasn't covering the zone very well, or I wasn't adjustable, I was really sold out. I was only hitting fastballs, I was only hitting sliders, whatever that may be. I'm only hitting one pitch well, but I'm not able to get on by hitting any other pitches, is focusing on the stability. And so building up my routine from tee to front toss, machine, whatever it may be, I think BP or BP then machine, whatever that may be for you situationally, and then taking that to the game and really doubling down on that stability to allow myself to, 1, see pitches better, but be able to hit multiple pitches better, cover more parts of the zone, all those things that, as a good hitter, you have to be able to cover. You're going to have to be able to, 1, determine what your strengths are, but be able to cover more than just one part of the zone. If you can only hit the low and in, or you can only hit low and away, you're leaving a big hole here. And so you're not going to be able to cover every part of the zone, but getting into positions that allows you to cover multiple locations, multiple speeds, is definitely going to benefit you in the long run, rather than just doubling down on a single pitch or single location all the time with your approach. And being able to hit, be a good hitter, as some may say, is hit the ball where it's at, rather than just forcing it to a location or hitting it where, hunting a specific location is all, as that is a benefit to some hitters approach-wise. Being able to move well allows you for a larger bandwidth for success, cover more parts of the zone. So if you guys have any questions with any of this stuff, I know this one was a little bit different. Started with tee, front toss, built our way up. Just shoot us an email, shoot us a DM, something along those lines. And until next time.